All right, everyone, welcome this evening. We are here for the Cristo Rey Network Virtual College Fair. We're so excited to have you participating in this event. We have some fantastic schools here with us today. Each will have 6 minutes to share more about their institution, but we'll be around for the entire session to answer your questions. My name is Jennifer, and I'm your facilitator. Before we get started, a few housekeeping items. Your camera and microphone are off, so the panelists cannot see or hear you. You can use the Q&A button on your screen to type your questions to our presenters at any time. This is just one of many different sessions that are happening, so be sure to check out the schedule on the website. This presentation is being recorded and will be available at strivescan.com/Cristo Rey. So we are really excited to get started. And before we talk to our first college fair, we have a small video to welcome us to kick off this event. Here we go.
Welcome to the Cristo Rey Network Virtual College Fair. We're glad that you're here, and we congratulate you and your families for taking this next step in your college journey. With over 25,000 alumni nationwide from 39 schools in 24 states and almost 13,000 students currently in Cristo Rey high schools, we're glad that we have over 5,000 juniors and seniors who are joining us for this virtual college fair this year. We're joined by nearly 100 college partners who are invested in your future, some of which have been partnering with us for over 15 years. You'll have the opportunity to connect with dozens of colleges and partake in one of 2 financial aid one-on-one sessions. One will be in Spanish and one in English. And since all these sessions will be recorded, don't worry if you miss something, because we'll put them out on YouTube after the fair. And don't forget about the Ask Me Anything open forum at 7 p.m. Central on Thursday and 3 p.m. Central on Saturday. This is your prime opportunity to ask college admissions representatives anything. We want you to leave this fair confident and empowered to start your college journey. Thank you for all of your commitment to the classes of 2023 and 2024, to our parents, guardians, students, college counselors, and college representatives. Viva Cristo Rey! Welcome to the Cristo Rey Network. Welcome to the Cristo Rey Network.
So we're going to be moving on now to actually hearing from our colleges and universities. I'm very excited to introduce our first school. We're going to be learning all about the College of St. Benedict and St. John's University.
Thank you, Jennifer. Really excited to be here with everybody. I'm sharing my screen real quick. My name is Matt Byrne. I'm the Director of Admission at the College of St. Benedict and St. John's University. We are located in Minnesota, about an hour from Minneapolis, St. Paul. We've been partners with the Cristo Rey Network ever since the University Partner Program was created back in 2008 and 2009. So longtime partners, and we have over 60 Cristo Rey students from Cristo Rey schools all across the country on our campuses right now. And we hope you might be one of those future Cristo Rey students at St. Ben's and St. John's as well. Well, you might be wondering why I'm mentioning 2 schools, because we do. We have 2 college campuses at St. Ben's and St. John's. It's a one-of-a-kind partnership that you can be a part of. We have 2 fully equipped college campuses that you use every day and every night. That's what makes us very unique in higher education these days. You have a lot of great options. You're going to hear from some other great options coming up here later this afternoon and evening. But I want to tell you about these 2 great options here in central Minnesota at St. Ben's and St. John's. The College of St. Benedict is a campus with about 1,500 women. We're located right in St. Joseph, Minnesota, which is right outside of St. Cloud, Minnesota, the largest city in central Minnesota. It's got the malls, the movie theaters, the shops, all that stuff you need. St. Joseph is a cute small town. It's got the pizza shops, the coffee shops, the taco shops, ice cream shops, all those things that you might want to do in that small town. And the College of St. Benedict, we have 1,500 women. We have about 900 acres of land on our campus as well. Right down the road at St. John's University, we have St. John's University, which is about 1,500 men. So between the 2 campuses, we have 3,000 students. St. John's University is located on about 2,000 acres of land. We have an outdoor leadership center. We have an arboretum on campus. And between our 2 campuses, we have 7 lakes on campus. So if you like anything having to do with the outdoors, we have an amazing physical environment for that. So if you like hiking, biking, canoeing, kayaking, swimming, cross-country skiing, snowshoeing, maybe something you've never done before in the winter, because we do have winter in Minnesota, we have all that available for you right on our 2 campuses. Everything is shared between our 2 campuses. So you have the full resources of both campuses you can use day and night. So you have 2 student centers, 2 science centers, 2 libraries, 2 athletic facilities. You have 4 places to eat, 2 at St. Ben's, 2 at St. John's. Your meal card is good at all 4. All of your classes are co-ed. Your social activities are co-ed. And we have a shuttle called the Link that's always running back and forth the campus, between the campuses, for our students, faculty, and staff. And those are the only people allowed on that Link shuttle bus between St. Ben's and St. John's. So you have these two wonderful campuses you can use in this amazing setting here in central Minnesota. In the classrooms, obviously with 3,000 students, we're going to be smaller schools, and we're going to have those small classes. So our average class size is 19. Every single class is taught by a professor. You're never taught by a teaching assistant or a graduate assistant. You're taught by an expert in that field from your first day to your graduation day. We cap our class sizes at 36. You're never, ever going to be in a lecture hall classroom with 200, 400, 600 students. Just won't be happening here at St. Ben's and St. John's. That might be good for some students at some schools, but that's not how we do things at St. Ben's and St. John's. In addition to the classroom, we want to make sure you know you're going to graduate in 4 years. Over 90% of our students graduate in 4 years. We also want to make sure you get lots of support. We want you to be successful. So we have a very comprehensive academic advising program, a math center, writing center. We have an office called The Study to help with time management, how to adjust to college. We want you to push yourself. Go into the honors program, go to our internship office to learn how and when to go and get internships, really delve into undergraduate research with our Office of Undergraduate Research. We have lots of ways for you to double major or minor. We want you to go on to we want to go on to a professional school like medical school, law school, engineering school. We want you to become a CPA, get an MBA. And we do have a few small graduate programs in nursing and theology on our campuses as well. We want you to also be engaged globally at St. Ben's and St. John's. So we have 15 semester-long study abroad programs. We currently rank in the top 10 in the nation for students who spend a semester overseas. We want to make sure you have that opportunity to go spend a semester in London, Ireland, Spain, France, Austria, Greece, Rome, China, Japan, South Africa, Chile, Mexico, some of those amazing places around the world, and spend a semester immersing yourself in those communities. We also have shorter term trips as well. We also want you to live on campus. We guarantee you housing all 4 years. You might be coming from all across the country or maybe the Twin Cities. We want you to make this your home. We guarantee you housing all 4 years. We spent millions of dollars to have state-of-the-art residence halls, state-of-the-art apartments, and townhomes available for you on campus. We want you to have that fun 24/7 college experience. We also want you to stay active and involved. We have over 100 clubs and organizations, all different kinds available to you. We have a joint events council that does planning and programming for students at St. Ben's and St. John's. You get to be on the joint events council. You decide the speakers, the bands, the events. You don't have an old guy like me picking out what you want to do for fun. You get to pick and do that and plan that. We also know some of you might be athletes. We have 24 varsity athletic programs you can choose. We also have intramurals and club sports. We also want to make sure that some of you who are artists and thespians and musicians, we have all of that available for you as well on our campuses. We have a music major. We have an art major. We have a theater minor. We have scholarships for those as well. We also have fun campus traditions like Thanksgiving dinner coming up with our students on campus, Christmas dinner. We have Festival of Cultures, all kinds of celebrations on campus. We hope that you can be a part of as a Benny or a Johnny. We also are proud of our Catholic Benedictine tradition. You're coming from Catholic schools. We have wonderful Benedictine values with Benedictine monks and nuns living on our campuses. Every major religion is represented on campus. About 55% of our students are Catholic, 45% are non-Catholic. And these values, these are the students you're going to be around, the faculty and the staff. These values, this is who they are. It's really pretty great. And these are, we want you to know you're going to get a job when you graduate. So these are a few companies that come to our campus and interview our students. Finally, real quick, you can apply with the Common App. It's free to apply, and we need that transcript from you, and we hope you'll be applying soon, and we can even help you fly out to come and visit our campuses as a Cristo Rey graduate. We'll pay for your flight to fly out and visit campus if you're accepted. So thanks for your time. I appreciate it.
Great. Thank you so much, Matt, for starting us off as the first school and sharing the College of St. Benedict and St. John's University with us. I'm excited to introduce our next school. We'll be hearing from the University of St. Thomas.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for being here. My name is Christian Santiago. I'm one of the admissions counselors here at the University of St. Thomas and a proud partner of the Cristo Rey Network. So I'm going to pull a map and share my screen here and show you guys some cool things. So first and foremost, we are the largest private school in the state of Minnesota with around 6,000 undergraduates, 9,000 when you count our graduate and doctoral programs. We have 3 campuses, so 2 here in Minnesota, both in the Twin Cities of both Minneapolis and St. Paul. And then we actually do have a 3rd campus in Rome, Italy, which is just one of over 50 different countries that students have gone to study abroad. We have over 150 different majors and minors. Most popular would be our business program, biology, engineering, and we just launched a nursing program in fall of 2021. All of our classes are taught by faculty, and our average class size is only 19. Speaking of academics, we do have a new Schoenecker Center that will be opening up in January of 2024. So it's also going to be called the STEAM Complex because it's STEM, plus we are integrating the arts into the building as well. So just a little overview, like I said, January of 2024, and the construction is definitely making its way. Over 130,000 square feet, and so some new labs, new technology for our engineering students, our science students, and also too, thanks for like our arts students as well. So we'll have art galleries on campus, recording studios, production studios, and even to like choral and performance rehearsal spaces, which is pretty exciting. And so a lot of cool things, and we're super excited to be unveiling it very soon. Some other things that I feel like we are really strong in is definitely our career development opportunities. As you can see here, Tommy Network is over 120,000 and growing all over the world too. So not just here in Minnesota, but you'll definitely see them around everywhere. And so, we have a career center on campus with a job network of over 1,100 different jobs, where a lot of top companies will recruit directly from St. Thomas. So one of our top employers is actually corporate Target. So if you guys like to shop at Target and want to learn more about the logistics and finance and definitely more behind the scenes versus retail, that'll definitely be something to think about if you, especially in the business sector, one of our top employers there. But obviously, it's not just about the academics. We got to talk about the fun stuff as well. So a lot of different clubs and organizations, anything from different faith and cultural based clubs to miscellaneous fun clubs. We do also have a lot of professional development clubs. So our Tommy Marketing Club, for example, will bring in alumni, we'll bring in speakers, employers, anything like that. And that could be a connection where students can be able to potentially land themselves a connection or internship that way. Students here are required to live on campus for their first 2 years, and every freshman is placed into what's called a learning community, where you, your roommate, and people around you are all going to share some form of common interest, whether it be something academic, like your major, business, nursing, or we do have theme-based learning communities, like if you're interested in sustainability or social justice. All of our residence halls are either new or newly renovated as of 2019, and we definitely have showrooms. So if you're in Minnesota, you want to come on out and check the residence halls, you are absolutely more than welcome to. Plus, you get to do other fun things like eat on campus, and I love our food. In case you guys didn't know, we are the first college in the nation to transition directly from Division III to Division I. So you usually have to go to Division II and stay there for 12 years, but St. Thomas was too good for that and was able to go straight to Division I. So 19 different Division I sports. And one more thing as well, we have a new arena coming in 2025. So it's supposed to be convertible from hockey to basketball. It's supposed to hold around 4,000 to 5,000 people, and also be used for things like commencements. We have local Minnesota artists put on concerts, so that's pretty exciting. And like I said, in 2025, a couple other things to note: we are a Catholic university. I would say only 30 to 40% of our students are Catholic, so in no way is it a requirement, but students are able to pursue it through campus ministry, through things like service trips, service trips, Bible study, everything like that. Just backwards, I know I talked about our Rome campus just a little bit, but like I said, students have gone to study abroad in over 50 different countries. So if you wanted to go to Ireland, Germany, Denmark, China, pretty much anywhere, I always tell students if there's a travel destination in mind, chances are that there's a study abroad associated with it. We offer semester-long, year-long, and J-term programs. So if students weren't comfortable with committing 4 long months. On the other side of the spectrum, students can only go for 3 weeks and still get that study abroad experience. And some of those programs will take place on our own campus. And students can study abroad as early as their freshman year. So if that's something that you're really passionate about, July is when our applications open before your freshman year. So definitely hop on that train. Finally, just to talk a little bit about the application, we are a free application. We're on the Common App as well as just our St. Thomas website. The only 2 things that are required are the application itself as well as a copy of your unofficial transcript. So if you have access through your school website, system, whatever, you can just email us directly the PDF. In terms of money, I know that's also a big thing when it comes to deciding between colleges. Every admitted senior qualifies for a merit-based scholarship. So based off of your off of your GPA. We are a test optional institution, so no standardized test of ACT or SAT is required to even apply, and none of our scholarships require ACT as well. We always encourage our students to fill out the FAFSA, and then we do have additional scholarship opportunities on our website. So the goal is to stack as much money as on top of possible to try and make St. Thomas an affordable institution. So I'm happy to be here, guys, and appreciate your time.
Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing such great information about the University of St. Thomas with us. We are moving on to our third school. So as Macalester College gets set up, I just want to remind all of our attendees about the Q&A box. You can put questions in there at any time for any of our representatives. You can ask a general question that anyone can answer, or if you want to direct it to a specific school, just include their name with your question so the representative will know you're hoping to hear an answer from them. All right, I'm going to turn it over to Macalester now.
Thanks, Jennifer. Hello, everyone. My name is Eliane Paz. I use she, her, hers. I'm the Dean of Admissions at Macalester College. I've been at Macalester for 10 years, and I love talking about Mac, so good thing I'm here. First, I want to talk a little bit about where we're located. We're actually down the street from the University of St. Thomas. You can see them in the distance there in this image. But what we like to talk about with prospective students and families is when you're looking at the list of selective liberal arts and sciences colleges, their proximity to a city that really does narrow the list. And so we really benefit from being in the Twin Cities. And so for any of you that are interested in Minnesota, it is a wonderful state with so much going for it. And you have a very heavy Minnesota representation tonight. But our students really take advantage of incredible social scene in the Twin Cities. We have a thriving performing visual arts community, and our students really do engage with the communities that make up the Twin Cities. But I want to talk about who we are. So I have some numbers here. You know, Macalester is founded in 1874, but it was really in the 1940s we saw a significant shift in the vision of the college, the culture, the mission. We, at that time, really decided that it was impactful for our students to be with different perspectives, different faiths in the classroom experience. It was pretty radical for the 1940s, of course, not radical at all now, but we have a long history of internationalism and multiculturalism. Those are two of our values. Of our 2,100 students, you'll see that about 24% of them are citizens of 103 countries. About 40% of our students identify as Black, Indigenous, students of color. And we have a strong commitment to our students who are first generation and their family to college as well. We really value a diversity of thought. We value diversity, socioeconomic diversity too. We meet 100% demonstrated need for every admitted student that comes to Macalester as well. We're interested in global citizenship. We're interested in our students being able to speak across difference and be able to go out into the world, go out into their careers and professions, not only as scholars and as academics or as in their whatever their passion takes them, but also as good community members. So that fourth value is service to society. Almost 100% of our students engage in some form of service at MAC. It's not required, it's not mandatory, it's just so easy to do. We also benefit, getting back to our location, to hundreds of internship and research sites within 8 miles of campus. So our Dean of Career Explorations has said we never have to convince a site to take a Macalester student, a second Macalester student. So these range from the 16 Fortune 500 companies in the Twin Cities to the different state agencies like the Minnesota Department of Health, Metro Transit, Veterans Affairs, to places like the Federal Reserve Bank. We feel like we have an internship for every student. And as a result, about 76% of our students do at least one internship for credit. We have what's called general distribution requirements. You can see the list of requirements there, lots of information on our website. But really what we want our students is to discover what they're interested in. Students don't actually need to choose their major until the end of their second year. So we want them to identify what is that pathway before they choose a major. They might choose a major, a minor, and a concentration. Concentrations are really exciting interdisciplinary study. So examples of concentrations are human rights and humanitarianism, community and global health, international development. So they're really addressing large world complex issues that can't be solved in one department alone. And then we're just a really active campus. There seems to always be something going on campus. We have over 106 student organizations. Our students are very politically active. You'll hear a lot of discussion about justice in many different ways, climate justice to racial justice. There are topics that are of interest to our students because they're really really want to be engaged, and they really want to be a part of positive change in not only the community that's happening at Macalester, but in the greater world where they go off to as well. That really ties back to that sense of civic engagement, that our students want to be advocates, not only for themselves, but for each other. So we want our students to be critical thinkers, and they are critical, and what we want them to be. That's what college should be about, an environment that is going to want them to express themselves and to take some academic risk as well. We have a 2-year residential requirement. We have specialty housing. We have language houses. So if you wanted to live in the Arabic house because you're learning Arabic, we're NCAA Division III school. About 20% of our students are varsity athletes, but an even larger number of our students are club and intramural athletes too. And then we have 95 study away programs for our students to choose from. Study away is a really popular experience for students wanting to engage in communities outside of the Twin Cities, outside of campus. And then this is one of our graduates, Janai Guerrera. You may recognize her from Black Panther movies and from Avengers. As she was, I think what people know her face as being a really amazing actress. What they might not know is that she has all these other amazing accomplishments as well. Really does embody the Macalester spirit. She uses her platform as a UN Goodwill Ambassador as well. She's also a Tony-nominated playwright. She wrote the first female all-Black cast and crew production for Broadway, and she comes back to Macalester and speaks to students, and she just is doing incredible things in the world. So again, epitomizes the Macalester spirit of choosing the thing that you want to do, finding that career or the profession that you feel strongly about, for a profession that you want to do. And sometimes it's about finding things that you really like to do, and being able to get paid for it is a really awesome thing to do too, or is a really awesome outcome. But you'll see we have really excellent placement for our students. 95% of them are placed within the first 6 months, and even better, 96% of them are doing work in the field of study. So with that, I'll transition off. There's so many other things I'd like to share, but the one thing I will share again is we meet 100% demonstrated need. And I hope you'll learn more about Macalester, and feel free to ask me questions down the road. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Eliane, for sharing Macalester with us. We're on to our next school. We're going to be heading to St. Olaf College to hear from them.
Hello, everyone. I hope you can hear me. My name is Seda Bagir, and I use she, her pronouns. I am a St. Olaf grad myself that I represent the college today. I was an international student. I come from Armenia. I had never been to the United States before coming to St. Olaf. And I'll start with giving you my 4 reasons why I chose St. Olaf, and maybe that will resonate with you as well, and I'll speak more about it later. Number 1, don't tell me how great the colleges are if you cannot give me full financial aid. So St. Olaf also meets full demonstrated need of all of our students, domestic students in the US, so merit-based, need-based, also fine arts and dance, music, and theater scholarships as well, that I'll talk more. My second reason, although coming to the United States was already studying abroad, I wanted to make sure that I go abroad while I'm abroad. And St. Olaf at the time was number 1. I think we are in the top 5 now, but 75% of our students study abroad at least once. I ended up going to 17 different countries during my time at St. Olaf. I did a program called Semester at Sea, and a second one called Global Semester, which took me to France, Egypt, Tanzania, India, China, and Argentina in 1 semester. And I'm happy to talk more about this individually with each of you. I'll leave my email to connect later. My third reason, I came from a small high school where we all knew each other, discussion-based learning. Teachers were very involved both in our social activities, but also getting to know each other one-on-one and supporting. And I wanted to make sure that transitions into my college learning experience as well. So our average class size is 23. Our student to faculty ratio is 12:1. Which definitely helped my learning. And if you're in a classroom of, let's say, like 10 people, when you don't do the readings, everyone knows you haven't done the reading. So it pushes you to learn, makes you accountable, or keeps you accountable. And then you have also the space to ask questions to your professors if you're interested. My fourth reason was the beautiful campus. You see a picture of it. We are located in Northfield, Minnesota. It's about 50 minutes drive away from St. Paul and Minneapolis. We are sort of our own bubble. It's on a hill, a little bit higher than the rest of the town, which are 20,000 people, out of which 5,000 are students. There is us, St. Olaf, 3,000, and 2,000 Carleton College, our friendly rival across the river. My next slide is about the demographics, more of a breakdown of what our community looks like. Most of us live on campus all 4 years. We have 12 dorms. We have 10 houses with different themes, language houses. You can see 24% of our students are BIPOC, LGBTQIA plus community members who filled out the survey, so the numbers could be a little higher, are 25%. I am happy to represent one of the 95 plus countries. Actually, at this point already is 100 plus countries among 10%, which makes us 300 students every year. And then 60% of our students come outside of Minnesota. We are affiliated with the Lutheran Church. However, I'm personally not Lutheran. I was never pressured to practice any religion. I'm agnostic. I don't practice any religion at the moment, but there is both religious activity and presence if you're looking for it, regardless of if you're a Buddhist or Muslim or a Christian, there is space and support for you. But if you don't practice any religion, then you are okay as well. Let's see. 85 plus majors, programs, and concentrations, ranging from chemistry to biology to music and theater and computer science. Our top 10 majors include biology, psychology, math, music. I want to highlight music because we are very well known for our music program. 1/3 of our students, which makes it 1,000 do music, but only around 350 are major. So you can be heavily involved, but you don't have to be if you are looking for something more calmer than a highly competitive music program. We also have dance, theater, and arts present. You can see ceramics in the picture. A lot of our students are involved in experiential learning activities that's highly focused and emphasized at St. Olaf, and you get a lot of support for that as well. We have one all-campus dining hall. That's where most of us eat most of the time, but we have a couple of eating spots. Some of us go to the town. It's a very small college town. We have like one Indian restaurant, one Chinese, one Japanese, couple of Mexican restaurants, and then local, domestic, I guess American, you could say. But there is also a free bus running in the town, so you can take that bus to go to our other partner college to eat there. They come to ours. So there's a lot of like intermingling and young life and spirit in the town in general. And then you can see 75% of our students are participating in intramural sports. We have 26 Division III sports and clubs as well. You can browse through our website and see what's available, but we have all the major sports that you can think of. And then I want to highlight our career services. Currently, we rank number 21 with our career support services. We have $2,500 grant money available for all of our students for unpaid or underpaid internships. So let's say you get an internship in London, but you still have to pay for your flights and your accommodation, food. You can get that money to pay for it. Low-income students like myself, we are also eligible for $5,000 extra money. And there's so much more to talk about it. And I would love to get to know all of you personally. So please, write down the admissions email and I will put it in the chat. Deadlines November 1 and January 15. I want to highlight that. Great. And I will give you that. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Seda, for presenting on St. Olaf College. The next school we're going to hear about today is Marquette University.
Awesome. Hi, folks. Give me 1 second here so I can share my screen. All right. Oh, 1 second. Sorry, technical difficulties. Still figuring all that out. Hey. Okay. All right. So we are Marquette University. So while I
Hey, Maddie, we're not seeing your screen at the moment.
Can you see now?
Oh, hold on. I think it's coming. So I won't depart until All right, we can see it. If you
Got
want
it.
to
Okay,
go full
perfect. Awesome.
screen.
Thank you so much. Alrighty. So we are Marquette University. My name is Maddie Ramey, and I'm one of our admissions counselors. Just a little bit more about us. So we are a Jesuit Catholic institution. We're one of 27 in the United States. So kind of just a cool little network of folks who have a very similar education to you after you graduate from your time as a student. So we have just under 8,000 undergraduate students on our campus. So really what that means for our students at Marquette is that we sit more true to a medium-sized institution. So if you're still looking for a big college campus feel paired with smaller class sizes, easier access to internship opportunities, co-op programs, things like that, that's definitely a fine balance that we can offer for our students at Marquette. So just knowing that for us, really in terms of classes, medium size means that your average class size is only going to be about 25 students, and all of our classes are going to be taught by professors. So as you can see there, 78% of our class sizes are less than 30 students, but our largest class is typically never going to be capped over 100 students. So just knowing that we also have 7 direct entry academic colleges. So being a direct entry institution, that means that if you have a program that you're interested in studying, or a major that you'd like to start right away your first year as a student, you can start doing that right away. So we'll talk a little bit more about those colleges later on in our time together. But as you can see on the slide, for those of you who are seniors looking to apply to Marquette, we do have both an early action and then regular decision deadline. So if you're looking for that earlier decision from us at Marquette, you have until November 15th to submit that information, or regular decision of January 15th. So this is just kind of a shot of where we are located. So as you can see, we're really located in the heart of downtown Milwaukee. So there are a lot of great things to do just nearby our campus, which are highlighted in this photo here. But then as you can see, as I click to the next slide, this is Marquette's campus. So if you're really looking for a balance of still getting that urban experience, being in a downtown area, but having a pretty condensed college feel, like you'll never have to walk more than 10 or 15 minutes from one location to the other. That's definitely something that we can offer for our students. So I personally am Milwaukee born and raised, but there are a lot of great things for students to do just nearby, whether it be maybe trying a local coffee shop or restaurant, just a few minutes away from our campus, or going to different Milwaukee community festivals. There are a lot of things just to do kind of inherently being in that downtown area. So know that you'll have access to lots of things there. But knowing that also on our campus, students are required to live on campus their first 2 years. After those first 2 years, you can continue living in on-campus housing or move to off-campus housing. Students are certainly welcome to do whatever they are most comfortable doing. So as I mentioned earlier, we have our 7 academic colleges. So I know direct entry might be a scary term if you're not sure exactly what you want to study, but just knowing that if you are somebody who knows exactly what you want to study, direct entry is a really great benefit, or you can be undecided in any one of our academic programs until the end of your second year as a student on our campus. So as I mentioned earlier, we have our 7 direct entry programs. As you can see on the screen, we have Arts and Sciences, which is our really largest and most diverse academic college on Marquette's campus, with majors ranging from things like social or natural sciences like psychology, sociology, biological sciences, all the way to the humanities. So if you're someone who's interested in English and writing, as well as things like political science, math. So if you're really someone who's undecided, this is a great place to start in terms of academics. But as you can see, we also have our College of Business Administration, Communication, Education, Engineering, Health Sciences, and Nursing. So there really is an academic program for anybody, regardless of what you're interested in studying. And again, just know that just because you apply direct entry doesn't mean that you have to stick to that college or major necessarily throughout your time as a student. You certainly have flexibility to change academic colleges and things like that. And then as you can see at the bottom of our screen, we also have our School of Dentistry, our law school, and then our graduate school. So if you're looking for some type of accelerated or pre-professional program, you certainly can do that. We have a lot of different direct entry programs that students can participate in and learn a little bit more about. But really knowing that regardless of what you are majoring in at Marquette, getting hands-on experience is something that we really want you to have opportunity to do. So being a medium-sized school, you have access to our Career Services Center, your academic advisor, just to learn a little bit more about what that internship search looks like, and how that can play to your academic journey specifically. So just knowing that you have a lot of great things that you can do during your time as a student in terms of internship opportunities, research co-ops, all of those things. I will say that in terms of applying to Marquette, regardless of what college you're interested in studying, if you're interested in one of those pre-professional programs that I mentioned, we are a totally test optional institution. So it's really up to you whether or not you want to submit your test scores as a part of consideration for your application to Marquette. So if you have any questions in the chat specific to Marquette, feel free to let me know. But thank you all so much for your time.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing about Marquette. And now we're on to our sixth school of the 6x6, and we're excited to learn about Spelman College.
I'm muted. That happens to me more than you all think. Good evening, everyone. My name is Ms. Demi Collins. I'm the admissions counselor for your area at Spelman College. So just a little bit about Spelman while I get my screen together here. All right, perfect. Like I said, I'm the admissions counselor for your area at Spelman. I'm also a proud alumna of 2019. Spelman College is a historically Black college and global leader in the education of women of African descent, and we are recognized in among the nation's top liberal arts colleges by the U.S. News and World Reports, and as the #1 HBCU in the nation for 17 years consecutively. Spelman is located in the heart of Atlanta and 5 minutes from downtown, a city filled with Southern charm, rich history, a vibrant arts and culture scene, and an international business footprint. Spelman is a member of the Atlanta University Consortium, affectionately known as the AUC, which is the world's oldest and largest association of historically Black colleges and universities. The institutions that make up the AUC are Spelman College, Morehouse College, Clark-Atlanta University, and the Morehouse School of Medicine. Our student body is comprised of more than 2,300 students from 42 states and 18 foreign countries. When you take in consideration the entire population of the Atlanta University Consortium, it's about 10,000 students. However, as a small campus community, Spelman students enjoy this 11-to-1 student ratio and an average class size of 23 students. Our intimate classrooms where our students can study and learn are ideal environments to cultivate great academic relationships between our faculty and our peers. And serving at the helm of Spelman's leadership is Dr. Helene Gill, the college's 11th president. She is a visible part of the Spelman experience and resides on our campus in Reynolds Cottage. Dr. Gill engages regularly with students on our campus community as well. So there are many reasons why the Spelman community is proud of our institution. These are just a few of our points of pride that fill me with the most joy. As mentioned, we have been the #1 HBCU for 17 years consecutively. The measures that have earned Spelman this designation are our graduation rates, our first-year student retention rates, faculty research, and our student excellence. We pride ourselves on a culture of student inquiry. To that end, Spelman is ranked the #1 producer of Black women who go on to complete PhDs in a STEM discipline. And finally, we are ranked number two in social mobility. This ranking speaks to how many of our Pell eligible students go on to career paths and salaries that can significantly change their family's socioeconomic status. Spelman offers 34 plus majors and minors, including dual degree programs in nursing and engineering. Additionally, Spelman students have many more avenues of study through the Atlanta Regional Council for Higher Education, or the ARCH program. 20 public and private colleges and universities comprise this membership of the ARCH, where our students, faculty, and staff can take advantage of cooperative programs such as library sharing, cross-registration of courses, thus expanding the network and reach of our campus community. We offer intellectually challenging academic programs in the arts, humanities, mathematics, sciences, and our top programs of study among new students include biology, economics, English, political science, and psychology. Furthermore, our Department of Art and Visual Culture offers newer majors in documentary filmmaking, photography, and dance and choreography, as well as minors in art history and curatorial studies. In this department, students create original work using various digital technologies in the Innovation Lab, which is a space that further enhances the majors within this division. Our special programs available to students include the Health Careers Program, which guide and provide advisement to students pursuing careers in health science, such as medicine, pharmacy, dentistry, and the like. And for students with their sights set on medical school, they can explore Spelman's various early assurance admissions partnerships with several medical school programs across the country. Other key early assurance pipeline programs include our 3+3 program with Syracuse University's Law School. Additionally, our First Generation Scholars Program, the Ethel Waddell Get the Honors Program, and the Social Justice Fellows Program are other examples of opportunities that help to enhance our students' academic experience. For more information on these and other special opportunities, please visit our website, and I'll be happy to drop a link below in the chat. At Spelman College, we take a holistic approach to the application process. We take into consideration more than a student's academic record when reviewing applications and admissions. Our review focuses on the school that student has attended, the courses taken, and academic rigor. For example, college prep courses include honors courses, AB courses, IB, as well as dual enrollment if available. Test scores, extracurricular activities, community service, employment history, personal interest, and demonstrated leadership are also weighted in the admissions decision. We do not offer or we do not have a minimum GPA or test score requirements. However, we do offer an admissions profile. The current admitted student sets our average profile for the upcoming application year. Therefore, our academic profile varies from year to year and are not comparable. Our new first-time student profile had an average weighted GPA of a 3.9, an average SAT score of a 1206, an average ACT score of a 26. And please note that we do super score our tests, our score tests to create the best score in our review. If you choose to submit your test scores, we do not prefer one test over the other. Like I said, test scores are super scored, and we suggest taking the ACT and or the SAT at least more than once if you're considering submitting your scores. Each year, the application opens on August 1st. Our new first-time students have 3 deadlines to choose from. We have our early decision, which is our binding decision, which is November 1st, as well as our early action deadline, November 1st. And we have our regular decision deadline, which is February 1st. Transfer applicants have an April 1st deadline for fall admission. And to complete your application, students must apply exclusively through the Common Application and submit an application fee of submit an application fee of $40 or an approved fee waiver from the College Board. Additionally,
Thanks, Debbie. I hate to have to interrupt, but we've reached the end of our 6 minutes, and I want to make sure you have some time to maybe put your contact info in the chat for everyone to grab before today. So I want to make sure you can do that. And if any of our other representatives want to do that too. So anyway, thank you, Demi, for bringing us home school number 6 tonight and presenting on Spelman College. All right, well, I'd like to invite all of the representatives to come back on camera. I always like to wrap up, but not be alone on here and kind of have everybody present. So again, to all of our representatives, first of all, thank you so much for sharing about your schools. Not only were you sharing those facts and figures, but you also were sharing just the insight, the culture, the cool and amazing opportunities for students in and outside the classroom. We appreciate you being here tonight. For all of our attendees, thank you for spending time. I hope that you have even more schools that you're excited to learn about after tonight, that you want to explore, dig in more, and I hope you will contact all of these representatives to really be able to personalize your knowledge about it. And all the best too in your college search ahead. It is a really exciting time. All right, now we want to encourage you and remind you that we have more sessions as part of the Cristo Rey Network College Fair. So we encourage you to check back to the schedule and sign up for more sessions. And also, you'll be able to find this session's recording as well as all of the other session recordings online at stryscan.com/Cristo Rey. Thanks again, everyone, for being present and spending time with us today, and all the best. Have a great fall. Bye.